CQ Parks on the air, CQ Parks on the air. This is Kilo 8 Juliet, Kilo uniform. Patience, patience. CQ Parks on the air, CQ Parks on the air. This is Kilo 8 Juliet, Kilo uniform. Okay, so I am off, and like all good roves, it is currently 9:05. I am leaving a little bit later than I wanted to, but I am heading to US 6737 Molasses River Flooding Area number 1, which is a wildlife management area. I plan on roving today for 5 to 6 hours. It always kind of depends, like any good rove. I will stop and take some breaks and get some coffee and enjoy the nature, so we'll see how long that also takes. What did I pack with me today? So I have a couple goodies. So in tight wildlife management areas, I'll use the ATOS. So I'll just pull up and use my 891 that's mounted here in the Jeep with the ATOS 120 antenna. Makes usually quick work, and it's pretty easy. I also brought my POTA backpack, which also has an 891 in it as well. It has an end-fed half-wave antenna in it, as well as I did get a new antenna. I got a Chameleon vertical. So I'll be trying to, get that on the air as well. If I stop and have a little bit more time and, I'm on schedule a little bit. I want to stop at Hartwick Pines. So the Michigan POTA Meetup is going to be there this year. I personally have never been to Hartwick Pines State Park, so I definitely want to check it out and see what it looks like. Do a little bit of scouting for the meetup beforehand. So we'll just see how today goes. So I'm still about an hour and a half away from my first park. Maybe I want to talk about a little bit what I did before I left the house today to kind of prepare myself. The first thing I did was actually check the weather, so the weather. Immediately after that, I checked the solar weather. It looks like we got hit with a little bit of a solar flare. Hopefully nothing too dramatic. I saw the noise levels went up to an S2, S3. I did bring my laptop as a backup just in case I need to switch to FT8. Typically a sideband operator, but desperate times sometimes call for desperate measures. Unfortunately, you can't always have everything go exactly the way you want it to go. I will check in as I get a little bit closer. Just stopped. One of the most important pieces of any rove is a little bit of caffeine, and to make sure you are fresh. So still about 30 to 40 minutes away. The good news is a lot of the parks are pretty close together, so should be poding soon.
Video, he shows how he put corn stalks back to work recently, this time using stalks from a fresh harvest to build a horizontal 20-meter dipole. He tested the corn tenna over a 2-day period.
Okay, so we made it here to the first POTA destination. This is actually going to be a threefer, so it's Molasses River Flooding Area number 1. Right down the road there behind me is going to be number 2. They are not the same on the map. There's actually a dividing line between the two. Just have to drive next door, so that's awesome. This is also a inside the boundary of the Sable State Forest, as well as Lame Duck, which is a state reserve hiking area as well. So pretty cool. Nice spot. Found a little pull-off area. Gonna try to activate my car. I don't really want to be standing in this tall grass very long. And it kind of looks like rain. So I'm going to use the ATOS in this activation right here. See if I can get my quick 10 and then move down the road just a few minutes. So this is a little bit of a lesson on why you always check your maps once you get to your destination, just to confirm you're in the boundaries. I actually was parked down that way, had to make an adjustment. So being flexible is important. I drove down here, I checked my backcountry app, and I moved into this spot. Not really a great pull-off. I could go a little bit farther into that area, but I don't want to damage any of the wildlife or scenery with my Jeep. So got a little spot here off to the side of the road. This is where I'll activate from, and wish me luck. CQ parks on the air. CQ parks on the air. This is Kilo 8 Juliet Kilo Uniform. I was running about 40 watts there. Shouldn't be the end of the world, of course, but turned it up a little bit to about the 100 watts for the FT891. CQ parks on the air. CQ parks on the air. This is Kilo 8 Juliet Kilo Uniform, Park US 6737. CQ parks on the air. CQ parks on the air. This is Kilo 8 Juliet Kilo Uniform. All right, I think I heard a Whiskey 2, Victor Delta Zulu, QSL.
Whiskey 2, Victoria, Delta Zulu, you're up and down here. 5-3, New Jersey.
Copy the 5-3. I'll give you a 5-3 right back to the park in Michigan. Yeah, thanks so much. 73. QRZ, Kilo 8 Juliet, Kilo Uniform, POTA.
Whiskey 5, Charlie, Echo, Mike.
Whiskey 5, Charlie Echo Mike. Please copy a 5x5 here into the parks in Michigan.
Roger, roger. You're 5x5 over to North Texas right now, sir. Thank you.
Appreciate the contact in Texas. 73.
Alpha India 5, X-Ray Whiskey.
Alpha India 5, X-Ray Whiskey. Thanks for being out there. You actually have a good signal for today. 5-5 here into the 3 parks.
QSL, you're about a 5-6 into Louisiana.
Copy the 5-6. I appreciate you, and I hope you have a great weekend. 73.
Alpha 73.
Alpha Delta 2, Charlie Delta. Please copy 5-5.
5-5 New Jersey. Thank you. 7-3.
Thank you so much. 73. QRZ, Kilo 8 Juliet, Kilo Uniform, POTA. Okay, we're at 6. Doing okay. CQ parks on the air. CQ parks on the air. This is Kilo 8 Juliet, Kilo Uniform. Gonna check spots real quick on 40 meters just to check it out. CQ parks on the air. CQ parks on the air. This is Kilo 8 Juliet, Kilo Uniform.
Victor Alpha 2, Quebec Romeo. Victor Alpha 2, Quebec Romeo.
Victor Alpha 2, Quebec Romeo. Thanks for being out there. Please copy a 5x3 into my 3 parks in Michigan.
Roger, roger. You're 5x2, park to park, park to park, and you are, I guess, US 6717. Please copy my park number. Charlie Alpha 2043. Charlie Alpha 2043. Your report is 5-2, over. Kilo November 5, Zulu.
Kilo November 5, Zulu. You have probably the best signal of the day so far. 5-9 here into my 3 parks in Michigan.
Thanks very much for the 5-9. You're 5 and 7 in the state of South Carolina, Myrtle Beach. 73. Good luck. Whiskey 5, Bravo Uniform Golf.
Whiskey 5, Bravo Uniform Golf. Thanks for being out there. Appreciate it. You are a 5-9 here into 3 parks in Michigan.
Hey, roger, roger. You're 5-5 solid here into Mesquite, Texas.
One more activation. One more contact. CQ parks on the air, CQ parks on the air. This is Kilo 8 Juliet, Kilo uniform. So if this is the first park, it's been 14-ish minutes. I usually try to budget about 10 minutes per park, so we might have to make some adjustments to my plans today, especially if I want to go check out Hartwick.
November 5, Kilo Sierra Sierra.
November 5, Kilo Sierra Sierra. Thanks so much for being out there. You are a good 5-9 here into the parks.
Got you 5-2, Mississippi.
Copy the 5-2 Mississippi. You just gave me an activation, so I'm going to go to the next park in my Rove. Thanks so much.
73.
73 to you. Okay, cool. We got it. 10. Boom. Done. Now, what I want to do, though, is I want to check really quickly the spotting page. I think I saw Isle Royale, 14288. Isle Royale is a national park in Michigan, in the Upper Peninsula. And pretty desirable. See if I can hear them. If not, I'll move on really quick. Negative. Can't hear him. That's a bummer. We'll try again. Maybe he'll move to 40 meters in a little bit while I'm here still activating. Anyway, got my 10. And I am going to move on to Molasses River Flooding No. 2 wildlife management area here. I might try to switch to 40 meters. I better also mark myself as QRT here. But might switch over to 40 meters for the next one just to try to rake a little bit of a different crowd. So we'll see here in a minute. CQ parks on the air, CQ parks on the air. This is Kilo 8 Juliet, Kilo uniform. I think I heard a Whiskey 2 Yankee Sierra, QSL.
I got you about a 5-4 in Florida.
Copy the 5-4. I got you about a 5x2. 5x2 here into the 3 parks in Michigan.
Copy the 5-2. I have 6717. Can I get the other 2 parks?
Yeah, you sure can. The other park is US 4774 and US 6737.
Copy on the 6737. You faded in the middle. I missed that first one.
No problem. 4774.
4774. Thank you for the 3 parks today, sir. Have a good activation.
Yeah, thanks for being out there. Appreciate it. In 73. QRZ, Kilo 8 Juliet, Kilo uniform, POTA.
Whiskey 5, Alpha Sugar Sugar.
Whiskey 5, Alpha Sugar Sugar. Thanks for being out there. 5-9 into 3 parks.
PSL James, you're 5757 in Texas, Tango X-ray.
Copy the 57 in Texas. Thanks for hunting this afternoon. 73. Made it to the second park, found a nice spot to get here, but kind of took a backcountry road towards a lake. I'm going to try 40 meters a little bit. Already got it logged into my Polo app here. I'm going to see if it's any better than 20 at the moment. Just going to try. CQ parks on the air, CQ parks on the air. This is Kilo 8 Juliet, Kilo uniform. So far, not so much better. So I just checked the solar report. Looks like we did get hit with a flare. Band conditions are sort of deteriorating pretty quickly here as the day's progressing. I'm going to still try to carry out, but I think that may reinforce my idea of going to digital. Only if I just want to be able to complete this Rove a little bit timely. CQ parks on the air, CQ parks on the air. This is Kilo 8 Juliet, Kilo uniform.
Bravo 1 America.
Alpha Bravo 1 America, thanks for being out there. 5x5 here into the parks in Michigan.
Hey, Roger, I got you 5-5 as well into Pennsylvania. Thanks for being out there and safe travels home after your activation.
Yeah, thanks a lot. Hope you have a great weekend as well. 73.
Florida 5, Papa Yankee India. Florida 5, Papa Yankee India.
Florida 5, Papa Yankee India. Please copy a 4x5. 4x5 into the park.
QSL Jim, very good evening, Jim. You're 5-5, 55 into front. Thank you for the park. 73, Jim. Merci beaucoup.
Merci beaucoup. Thank you. 73. QRZ, Kilo 8, Juliet, Kilo Uniform, POTA. Well, at least I got a DX.
55 Alpha Sugar.
Okay. Gonna go hunting for a little bit. Not getting a lot back. Bands are a little crowded. Just gonna go see what's out there, and maybe I'll get my 10 that way. Can't hurt to try, right?
73.
Kilo 8, Juliet, Kilo Uniform.
So, Papa, QRZ.
Kilo 8, Juliet, Kilo Uniform, park to park.
All right, there's another park to park in there. Go ahead.
This is Kilo 8, Juliet, Kilo Uniform.
Kilo 8, Juliet, Kilo Uniform. Good afternoon. I get to a 5-3, over. Park on the air. Alpha 4, Bravo, Charlie calling. Park on the air. Stand by.
Kilo 8, Juliet, Kilo Uniform.
Victor Mike, stand by. Kilo 8, Juliet, something uniform.
Yep, it's Kilo 8, Juliet, Kilo Uniform.
Kilo 8, Juliet, Kilo Uniform, 5-5 in the US 3916. Park to park station, go ahead.
This is Kilo 8, Juliet, Kilo Uniform.
You dropped right out on me. I got a Kilo 8, Juliet.
Kilo 8, Juliet, Kilo Uniform.
I got you that time. Kilo 8, Juliet, Kilo Uniform.
Kilo 8, Juliet, Kilo Uniform, park to park. This is Kilo 8, Juliet, Kilo Uniform.
Alright, let's try that one more time. I can't quite take you out of the noise, sir.
No problem. Kilo 8, Juliet, Kilo Uniform. K8JKU. QSL. Kilo 8, Juliet, Kilo Uniform.
Kilo 8, Juliet, Uniform, QSL?
Negative. Kilo 8, Juliet, Kilo Uniform.
Roger. Juliet, Kilo Uniform. You're about a 4-4 into November Yankees.
CQ parks on the air. This is Kilo 8, Juliet, Kilo Uniform.
Whiskey Foxtrot 5, Tango Victor.
Just need one more contact. CQ parks on the air. This is Kilo 8, Juliet, Kilo Uniform. Okay, I'm gonna have to go QRT. I just need one. I'm gonna just hope that I'm self-spotting here. I'm gonna hope that I get it in the hunting. It's worth a shot. There still was a couple parks out there I could hear. They were just a little low in the noise. So I'm going to give it a whirl, see what happens. May or may not work out for me. Again, worst case is I switch to digital modes. Not my favorite, but it is what it is. One thing I need to remember is when I'm on these seasonal roads in Michigan, there's a lot of overgrowth across the roads. I need to make sure that I am putting my ATOS down. It's got a tall whip on it. It does hit the branches once in a while. I just don't want the main stem to make contact with some branch that's down. Sometimes it's hard to avoid it and get over. You just don't have enough room. So I want to be careful. I may take the ATOS off on the way out here or just stop and see how it goes at that point.
Still work. AA4KK operating part US 9197.
Promising. Kilo 8, Juliet, Kilo Uniform, park to park.
Kilo, number 8, Juliet, I think it was. I know it's a park to park. Please come back with your call one more time.
Absolutely. Call sign is Kilo 8 Juliet Kilo Uniform. K8JKU.
Very good, very good. You got a nice strong signal in here, a 5x9.
Copy the 5x9. Please copy my 5x5 for your signal report.
Thank you very much. That is very helpful. 73s and have a fantastic activation.
Yep, thank you so much. I'm doing a Rove, and you just made this park an activation for me, so I thank you, and 73s. All right, so that is that. I got my 10 on SSB. That's pretty good. I'm going to have to make a decision, though. Again, time is going to be pretty tough here. I need to either switch to digital, or I'm going to need to just cut some parks off the list and stick with sideband. So I'll decide on the way to my next park, which is South Higgins Lake State Park, US 1541. So we'll see. I want to leave time for Hartwick, which is number 5 out of 6 on my list. So we'll see. Flexibility. It's all about it. Okay, went a little bit back into the woods here for the second park on my what was supposed to be a 6-park Rove. Kind of have a lake here. This is part of the flooding area back here behind the fence. Nothing really exciting. Took a little bit of a look, but honestly, it is very quiet out here. That's one reason I love Michigan. You have a lot of great woods and beautiful scenery.
Put your lips on mine. I love it when we hide in the pale blue sky, floating on cloud 9. Do you feel the winds are turning round? 'Cause what goes up must always come back down.
Is this frequency in use? K8JKU. CQ, parks on the air. CQ, parks on the air. This is Kilo 8 Juliet Kilo Uniform.
November 0 Romeo Charlie Papa.
November 0 Romeo Charlie Papa. Please copy a 5-5 into the park, US 1503.
QSL James, you're 5-8. I guess it's this afternoon now into Colorado. Thanks for activating. Have a great weekend.
West Point Service Japan Radio. Kilo Charlie 1, Uniform Bravo Golf.
All right, go ahead, Park.
This is Kilo Charlie 1, Tango Oscar Lima.
Alpha Kilo 2 Golf.
5 in under 5 minutes? Not bad.
November Yankee Niner Golf.
CQ, parks on the air. CQ, parks on the air. This is Kilo 8 Juliet Kilo Uniform. Thinking about switching to 40 meters. Gonna take that down and switch it out. I'm gonna hunt on 20. Then what I'm going to do is I'm going to put up the band hopper, the end-fed half-wave. Actually, I didn't bring the band hopper. The Packtenna end-fed half-wave. There we go. The band hopper's a dipole. So then I will put up this mast, put it in an inverted V, see what I get on 40. All right, didn't really get a good chance to show this antenna, but this is, let me walk over here. My picnic bench is behind me. So I set up a Chameleon vertical. I actually have never used the Chameleon vertical before, so 17-foot whip. Giving it a try. I'm usually not a big fan of trying a new antenna during a POTA Rove, but I got it because I wanted something a little bit more portable and mobile, and maybe something a little less, takes up a little less space than an inverted V or an end-fed half wave. Gave it a try, tuned up pretty well on 20, got it going anyway. Bands again are tough, so really also not a great day to be testing a new antenna. Switched over antennas to the Packtenna end-fed half wave, yay me. Let's see if I'm getting anything better on 40 now.
Although, a week from now, no one's going to remember the big report. But thank you, I appreciate it. Have a great weekend. 73. And this is Kilo 3, Sierra Delta Mike, 12314 in India Lima.
Kilo 8 Juliet, Kilo Uniform, POTA.
Let me take the park only. What's the call sign?
This is Kilo 8 Juliet, Kilo Uniform. No problem. It's Kilo 8 Juliet Kilo Uniform. Juliet Kilo Uniform. Yep, you are a 4-3 in park number, US 1503. 1503.
I copy 1503 there in Mike, India. I'll talk to you about a 5555 at 12314 here in India Lima. Good help?
QSL, thanks for being out there and good luck in your activation. 73.
Jim, appreciate it. Good luck and have a great weekend. 73.
Is this frequency in use? KHJKU?
Victor Alpha 3, November Foxtrot Golf.
Kilo 9, Delta Echo Golf.
All right, so I heard some lightning. Gonna go ahead and pack up. If you're wondering what my POTA setup looks like here, this is my battery box. I have a Bioenno 20 amp hour in here, and this is one of the PowerWorks battery boxes. I just didn't want to make my own. Something I want to do later, but pretty good for right now. 891, just keep it kind of raw dogging. I have the rails on there just because I take it in and out of the bag a lot. And then I really like these bags, these little fake canvas bags I got on Amazon. They're pretty good. They're pretty spacious. They open up and, honestly, they've held up pretty well. They come in and out of that bag quite a bit. And last but not least, a little bit of cheating. That is a Starlink Mini. I knew that the cell service here would be a bit spotty, so I cheated. And I brought it just so I could get spotted and get out of here. I was worried about band conditions, so kind of happy I did. Also, testing a new coax. This is the ABR 174. I don't really know how to describe it. I'll put the specs here in a second. I wanted something that could fit in my bag, have some longer distance travel venues I want to go to for POTA parks, and I wanted something that is easier to carry on a plane than the Messi and Poloni coax. This is the POTA Flex, but it's still, in comparison, a little bit bigger. I usually will also operate digital, as I've said many times, so that works out just fine. All right, let me give you a little bit tour of what I have going on here. So as I mentioned, this is the Packtenna. I just created these little guy lines just to help hold it up off the ground. Usually I have a little bit of a shorter mast. It's a little bit long for what I'm doing here with the end fed, so you'll see it kind of leaning quite a bit. The top sections are very sturdy. I do like it a lot. It works well. Then you can kind of see it in an inverted V, and over there is the other 40 meter. I am hanging out here. Let me actually take a look at it. What is it? It is the POTA Explorer 33. The POTA Explorer 20 is the shorter mast that I usually use in this configuration, so everything's measured to it. Of course, I forgot it and didn't bring it, but hey, that is life, and that's how it just kind of goes. There you can see the sort of setup. Nice POTA spot if you're here. It's on the opposite side of the Day Use Shelter in Hartwick Pines. A lot of space, tall trees. There's a little barbecue grill over there. Only downside is you're kind of next to this busy road here, but that's kind of life and how it goes. So I'm gonna start packing up. I heard some thunder in the distance, not someone that wants to keep their mast up during that kind of storm. I'm gonna see if it runs through or if I can get to the other destination before I have to go meet my friends. So we'll see. All right, before I get too eaten by bugs, how I top off my lithium LiPo battery as I'm driving. So this is actually a little mobile lithium battery charger. I actually got it from Bioenno. Shoe is not included as a stabilizer while I drive and charge, but it just plugs into the back of the Jeep here, into the outlet, and provides a little top off as I go. You know, if I'm doing a Rove, 20 amp hour will usually last me the entire time, but I like to just try to keep it topped off just in case. You never know. All right, just wrapped up Hartwick Pines, back on the road here. Sorry if the camera's a little bit shaky, but Michigan roads. I'm on my way to my last park of the day, US 100888, Headquarters Lake Flooding State Wildlife Area. It's on my way to Cadillac. I'll be swooping down 131, so I'll be able to hit it on the way by. Since it's a wildlife management area, I'll probably be pulling off shortly off the road. I think this is going to be my digital activation. I was switching antennas and everything at Hartwick Pines. Wasn't really getting much better. I think because it is 4:16 p.m. Eastern, I feel like I need to just get this activation done and move on. I'll probably skim the bands to see if there's any easy park to park or hunting, but other than that, it'll be a digital activation. So check in soon.
Put your lips on mine. I love it when we hide in the pale blue sky.
CQ parks on the air, CQ parks on the air. This is Kilo 8, Juliet, Kilo Uniform.
November 8, Uniform Whiskey.
Stationing in Germany.
Hey, James, Whiskey 0, Kilo Echo, Germany, W0KEG, QSL. Park to park.
Go ahead, park to park.
Mike Bravo, you're 4444 into US 11337.
Alpha Echo 0, Kilo Echo 2.
Whiskey Charlie, Papa Romeo.
Alpha Echo 0 station. Station starting at Alpha.
Kilo Echo 2, Charlie, Juliet, Lima.
QRZ, Kilo 8, Juliet, Kilo Uniform, POTA.
Charlie, Papa Romeo.
CQ parks on the air, CQ parks on the air. This is Kilo 8, Juliet, Kilo Uniform.
Alpha Kilo, Foxtrot 0, Sierra, Victor Mike.
Alpha Echo station.
Alpha Echo 0, Quebec Echo, park to park. And I have a second operator.
All right, copy the parks and the 5x4. Please go ahead with second operator whenever you're ready.
Alpha Echo 0, Lima, Zulu, QSL.
Last call, last call, last call. CQ parks on the air, CQ parks on the air. This is Kilo 8, Juliet, Kilo Uniform.
Kilo, Foxtrot 0, Sierra, Victor Mike.
All right, POTA'd a little hard today. Got myself into a bit of a pickle here. I gotta lower my antenna. I am tucked way in the back of a nature preserve. This is probably where knowing a local comes in handy. Probably a much better location to get to this twofer. I wanted to make sure I got to inside the flooding state wildlife area. However, it's a bit of a 2-track, so I had to use the off-roading. So I'll get out, give you a little video on the way out, but POTA on. All right, to give you a little bit of an idea of where I'm at and where I came from, I had to take the antennas off the Jeep to get out of here. Down there, this is a off-roading 2-track. There's a little bit of a lake there. That is the headquarters lake. Took the antennas off the Jeep, found this little nook, and then I'm gonna have to 2-track it back down to here. So, you know, the things you'll do for POTA. However, got back here, gonna add some racing stripes to this Jeep as we move along here. 4x4 here. So make this turn. Oh, this is why I took the antennas off. gonna go ahead and roll the windows up so I don't get ticks inside the car. That would be helpful. This completes the Rove. Got all my activations done via sideband, so I'm pretty happy about that. The last wildlife area I was at, I did start with digital. I got my 11 with digital. I always like to get one extra. And then I went back to 40 meters. 40 meters was actually warming up. That was good to see. It's getting a little bit later. It's currently 6:17 p.m., so we're getting close to the new UTC day. So I'm glad I got the activation done. I got it in. Now I am on my way to Cadillac, Michigan. I'm going to meet some friends for dinner, and we'll see how it goes. So with that, I'll keep you guys updated on when the next Rove is. Hopefully you get a little bit of value out of this, seeing the process. I think the main part about it is just be flexible. Things change. That's just how it is. It's all about having fun and seeing new areas and experiencing new things. So with that, 73s. CQ Parks on the air, CQ Parks on the air. This is Kilo 8 Juliet, Kilo Uniform. It's like fishing. CQ Parks on the air, CQ Parks on the air. This is Kilo 8 Juliet, Kilo Uniform.